Alrighty, so our essential question here is how and why did the states of South and Southeast Asia develop and maintain power over time? So one more time, I'm going to skip over here and take a look at our map. We've learned about China so far. We've talked about cultural exchange through religion passing through this area, but it's down here, these two regions that we're really focusing on. And what are we focusing on about them this go round? We're talking about the states. So what governments existed in there? And of course, a government is all about power. It's all about how power is distributed in a society. And so the key thing to remember, though, and this is how one more time we're going to connect back to the last slide, is that while we may have these big chunks that identify the regions, right? This one solid color that we say is South Asia, same thing down here for Southeast Asia. If you colored that by country, like most maps we see do, there'd be a tiny bunch of little dots everywhere. Okay, like somebody took a little pin and there were a ton of different little kingdoms in this area. Okay, and the big thing that connected them was religion. They maintained their power through religion. You know, the basic argument, and it's the same thing in Europe, is God wants it this way, right? I'm in power. The state exists because it's what God wants. It's what our religious deity wants. Okay. Now, another difference is if we're talking about in these, going across this region, we'll see being closest to the Middle East up here, Islam. Okay. Up here, Islam is going to be the founding principle of the states there. We move down through South Asia, it's going to be Hinduism. Okay, we move even farther down here and we get Buddhism. Buddhism is going to be the key religion that founds it. Now, another piece, the largest, I told you, a bunch of little tiny dots if we were coloring this by country, because there's so many different little tiny kingdoms strewn about in this South and Southeast Asia region. Well, the biggest section, if we were coloring it by country, would be in Southeast Asia. And unfortunately, I'm blanking. Angkor, it's in Cambodia, and it's Angkor Thom. I always want to say Angkor Wat, but it's Angkor Thom, Thom. That's like the largest one. And the reason why it got big, it's not because of religion. It's founded on religion. That's the cause, right? That's why the guy on top is supposed to be the guy on top. He's like, God wants me here. But the reason why his empire is bigger is because of trade. It's because he's out here in the ocean and it's easy to get trade. It's easy to get boats from all over the world coming through there and trade with them and make money off of it. Okay. So remember, we've got a bunch of different religions, three main ones spread as we're going from north to south across the region. And each one of those religions is the founding principle for why they exist, why those states exist. And then in Southeast Asia, it's kind of the biggest one, most powerful one because of trade. Oh, cool. That was a shorter one.